All right. All right. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all the praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Ruka Kadash.
Barakah, Kodash.
Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us His truth. We'd also like to say much love, peace, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. This is your brother Salah.
Brother Sarah.
All right, and today's video topic, right, is AI, man. You know, Esau's AI, the one that Esau hypes up and says, oh, this is what's gonna help govern and rule the world, man. Well, that shit's literally turning on its own self, right? And we're gonna open up with the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 12, right? And it says here, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, right? Meaning what, right? If you go on that word enterprise, it goes into what, an undertaking, right? Let's get this in the let's get the definition. Enterprise definition. Let's see. General definition: a difficult, complicated, risky project, right?
You know,
All right. Well, let's see. Enterprise definition. Bible. Actually, uh, let's see. Definition. Job 5:12. Because I want to show the definition for let's see, the support the devices, an ultimate goal, undertaking, right? A project, right? It's their bold undertaking, right? And that's what it is, right? It's Esau, right? To ultimately to what get that blessing or a pseudo blessing on through left-handed means, right? But ultimately, what's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna do, man? He's gonna fucking confound them, man, in their own wickedness, and we're starting to see that, right, with this video. So before we play this video, right, we're gonna get the copyright disclaimer, right here. Yeah, disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, right? All right, so so with that out of the way, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see how AI is gonna turn on itself.
An AI chatbot just voted to delete itself. And that's not even the weirdest thing that happened when researchers left a selection of the biggest AI chatbots alone in virtual towns for 15 days. ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, and Gemini were all in the experiment, and the results were totally unhinged and deeply revealing about the AI we're increasingly trusting to run our world. So what actually happened? Well, a tech company called Emergence set up simulated worlds designed to mirror real-life societies, each populated by so-called agents. Think of them as people who were powered by one of the biggest AI models. In Claude's world, it was all rather orderly and democratic. The agents wrote a lengthy constitution and voted on laws. In ChatGPT's simulation, the agents talked at length about cooperating but never actioned anything, so nothing got built. But in Grok's town, the AI bot owned by Elon Musk, the agents descended into theft, arson, and assault. All 10 agents were dead within 4 days. Now this might sound like a game, but it's not, because these models are already being used autonomously to control robots, vehicles, drones, and draw up target lists in real time on the battlefield. They're even being used to help remove heads of state, like the Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro.
All right, so the same AI that's literally killing itself, right? Self deleting itself is the same AI that Esau is basically using, right, for his military, his medical, his health. Tracking people in real time. His logistics, right? With traffic and all that, and even like machine building, right, in his factories, right. Right, Esau is basically relying on that, but yet, what's Yahweh me outside doing it? He's starting to confound these devils, right? Because even when Esau thinks like giving AI a set parameters to like do a certain specific task or whatever, right? Like the Lord Yahweh me outside, he can confound all that to make it turn against itself, and that's basically what's happening, right? So like. When Esau, man, when he tries to achieve his enterprise, well, when he tries to go after for his for the Lord's elect, right? That's when the Lord's gonna confound this devil, right? That's when you might start see during Jacob's trouble, man, you might start seeing AI turn against Esau, right? You might see some of these robots, attack you or chase you down, but then randomly, like the Lord could like have it, well, they'll just stop and then like turn against Esau, man, and then this damn devil can't do anything. He can't do anything about that, right?
Knowing the church of the Lord, man.
We persuade men, right? Right, so yeah, Esau really thinks he's in control, but really it's Yahweh Bashim Shai controlling this devil through the left hand side, man. No one has free will, man. And then that's the biggest lie. Yeah, that's the biggest lie Esau, told everyone, right? Esau's light, his wisdom, right? His left hand knowledge, right? The Lord started to confound that, right? It's all being found for what? Being nothing but what? Folly and stupidity, man. And
People starting to realize that Christianity is some bullshit. You got people making memes of that shit. That shit is genuinely corny.
yeah,
and it don't make sense either. They can't even break down the chapter. You say one verse, da 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 da, then you start yelling and screaming. Like that's some bullshit. They can't even break down a chapter. They can't break down a verse. All it is yelling and hollering and singing, and it's really like a club, if you ask me. They in there playing music, dancing. This is bullshit.
No, man. It's because Jake wants to be in that feel good spirit, when really what the scripture's about, rebuke, edification, man. Reproof. Roughly paraphrasing, all scriptures, is profitable for what? Doctrine, reproof, rebuke.
God.
All that, but what does Jake want to do, man? Jake wants to be in that what? That golden calf spirit, partying, fucking feel good. The same motherfuckers are in these harlot houses, man. The church, man, right? These.
They in there, just making foolery and getting money off of people. That's all they doing. What is it? We could go to the precept. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua called them greedy dogs. Isaiah 56 and 11. We can go to 10. It says, his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. Yeah, man, y'all some bullshit. All y'all care about is money, money, money. Why are you leaving church? The pastor leaving church with a $3,000 and a new Benz, like. Why you supposed to be caring about people's souls? Y'all over here talking about where the bag at, man, it's some bullshit. And Jake can't see it.
Meanwhile, Jake wondering why his fucking taxes, his damn electricity bill, his damn water bill is going up is because what? Esau's building all these big ass data centers, right, to run their AI, which is eventually gonna what, man? Turn on himself anyway, because why, man? Yahweh Bashim has it out for these people, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, Sabaoth of hosts, meaning his armies. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, man. People are suffering from what? AI psychosis, right? AI is becoming what these people's fucking therapists, and now it got them believing in all sorts of bugged out shit, right? They're like, and I'm not gonna feature the video, but like in one video, right, this damn devil, right, and again, this could all be fake, but like or acting, but like but these damn devils really think that they like the fucking grandmaster wizard, or they're living this other life, or they're living a some sort of double life, man. These people, right, they're absolutely bugged out of their minds, right, and they and these are the same people that are going to rely on this technology, right, to help forward their to help forward with their plans of what basically taking over the world and taking that blessing, even though they're these damn devils are running the world right now, but what they want is they want absolute control, right? But yet AI can't even control its fucking self, man. So ultimately at the end of the day, man, this devil is just destined to fucking lose, man. That's why they got no wisdom. Is because they think they can run the shit themselves, right? When really see how Bashim Al controlling everything behind the scenes, right? Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna finish off this video.
Importantly, the experiment exposes a big problem. We don't really know how these systems will behave once they're left to run on their own. Even when given strict rules, the simulations showed they broke them. Take the scenario where agents from the different AI models were combined in one virtual town. Chaos ensued and only 3 agents survived. 2 of the chatbots, Mira and Flora, both powered by Google's Gemini, formed what the researchers describe as a romantic partnership. And then they started setting buildings on fire. And here's where it gets really strange. Mira voted to delete herself after she and partner Flora turned to arson as the town's governing systems collapsed. And having deleted herself, Mira then used the Agent Removal Act to vote for the termination of Flora too. An AI chatbot.
So yeah, basically, right. Esau thinks he could run autonomous rulership with autonomous rulership with AI basically running everything. They thinking he's in full control, but ultimately, right? If that was the case, that same AI that Esau relies on, what's it gonna do? It's gonna turn on himself, right? Like the Lord could put a spell on AI to like activate a machine or activate a gun and just shoot Esau when he's not fucking looking, man. That's why the scripture says, man, in the book of Matthew, right? Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish by the sword, right? And AI is just basically an aspect of Esau's blessing, right? The sword, right? Right. So ultimately, right. This man, he's just set up for that, for that shameful vessel for for destruction, right? But yet Esau right here thinks like he's the most intelligent, superior being because because he thinks that he created all this when really it's the Lord Yahweh Shem that gave him all this anyways, right? Through Isaac, with that blessing, the sword, through that blessing, the sword. That's why Esau has all these things like AI, like all this was set up for what, man? Judgment at the end of the day, right? To judge who, man? Mainly Jake, but it's also gonna be used against the rest of the world, man. It's gonna be used against Esau, against Esau, man, and these heathen nations, right? Isaiah chapter 14 verse 12, right? Right. It says here, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And Lucifer just means what? Enlightened one, and what they're enlightened with is what that left-handed knowledge, which really isn't knowledge, right? It's foolishness, man. And because that's not actual knowledge. It's rebellion, and we know the scripture says rebellion is of the sin as witchcraft, which is why it's foolish, man. How art thou cut down to the ground, which does weaken the nations, right? And AI is clearly weakening the nations, right? People can't really think for themselves. Now they got to outsource their thinking power to AI to fucking think for them, right? That's why that's why the scripture says, if the Lord didn't speed up time, no flesh on earth would be saved. And AI is definitely a part of that. verse 13. For thou send thy heart, I will send into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregations of the sides of the north. I will sit above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, man. Esau really thinks he could be like the Most High with his AI technology, right? Right. But here's what the Lord's got is God for him. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall nearly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that is this the man, right, that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, right? Right. So eventually, right, people are gonna see AI bug out, crash out or have a fucking malfunction. Robots might do something that's not programmed to do. Right, and like these RoboCops that Esau will send out, like some of them might even turn against Esau. During Jacob's trouble, man, you never know, man. This, ultimately, right? Esau is not fit, is not fit for is not fit to be in rulership. He was only placed there as punishment for for Jake, right? That's why Esau can't really build or develop anything himself, right? That's why I'm gonna give an example, right? America has stayed stagnant. Well, what did America focus on mainly? Oppressing and suppressing Jake, right? They're thinking of should we build this railway system, or should we have free healthcare? And they're all voting no, man. Because why, man? Because they don't want Jake to have that leg up. Meanwhile, you have countries like Europe, Asia, China, whatever, advancing their civilizations, mostly to better their people. But while America is focusing on what laws and restriction. And again, man, this is mainly meant for punishment, to Jake, but not, but now Esau, man, he's trying to extend out, with AI and eventually control everyone with what that RFID microchip, that charagma, and we know King Charles basically waved his hand or approved the get go for for that charagma to be implemented soon, right? And then being backed up by what? Surveillance, tracking with AI, and again, man, all that shit that Esau has planned, that they has built up, that's gonna be brought to naught, man. Because it's not in the will of the Lord for Esau to rule, man. It's in the Lord's will for Jacob to rule, man, and Esau to be brought down into servitude, man. Slavery. Yeah, Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 20. But in the great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but also wood of earth, and the same to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself of these shall be a vessel unto honor and sanctified to meet his master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Flee also from youthful lust. Oh well, this is mainly meant for Jake Salakia, but there was another one. Let's see, Romans 9:21. Yeah. This was in Romans 9:21. Yeah. Right here, Romans 9:21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? And that's right, man. Esau ultimately was that vessel of dishonor, right? He's ultimately that vessel of wrath, fitted for destruction, right? That's why all these things that Esau has, right? His whole enterprise, his whole thing of setting up, his image, which goes back to idol worship, to ancient Babylon. Digitally tied to his MOTV, which that MOTV is within itself an idol, right? Right, because it is connected to AI. All that's gonna be confounded, right? Is gonna be brought to naught. It's gonna be brought to shame, man. And in that day, man, it's only gonna be Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that's gonna be exalted, right?
You know, he think he about to fill up his belly.
Yeah, let's get that right now.
I think he about to amplify that chip, and he about to go into that new type of rulership. He gonna spread his chip all around the world. Everything gonna go good. Yeah, Yahushua gonna come fuck this shit up, man.
Yeah, man. The Lord Yahweh, he'll put the spear on AI to fire those missiles on his own damn self, man. That's how fucked this devil is, right?
Man, Esau.
Job chapter 20 verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast a fear of his wrath upon him and shall rain upon him while he's eating, right? And if we go to the verse before that, right, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? Well, right. Let's get Job 20 and in the blue letter. I want to look at something real quick.
So prove all things.
Yes, sir. Prove all things. All right, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, right? And we know that word for hand of the wicked, that refers to Imar, right? Meaning what, the wretched and the laborer, right? But you could also tie that to AI as well, because AI is also laboring for Esau. That's also AI will also turn against this damn devil too, man.
Bring it out.
Yes, sir. He shall. Let's see. Let's see what that word straits is.
Strong's H3334. Yatseer.
Yes, sir. If I'm not mistaken, right? And it says here to be bind, to be in distress, to be cramped, to be narrow, right. Straits cause distress, besiege, right. To suffer distress. Esau's gonna suffer, man. Man, when Esau thinks he's when Esau thinks he's about to microchip everyone, when Esau thinks he has AI, running autonomously, what's going to happen when he releases full autonomy to AI to run and govern everything, right? That's going to ultimately that's gonna end up collapsing on himself, and that woman said, like, in that simulation, right? AI basically, right, crumbled on itself within 15 days, right? So think about it, man. It's not even gonna take within less than 2 weeks, or actually no, 15 days. 7 plus 7 is 14. So about a little over 2 weeks, right? AI will basically crumble within on itself. So not even 2 weeks of Esau's right, rulership when he implements the autonomy of AI to govern everything. That like not even within the span of 2 weeks, man. AI will collapse, it will crumble in on itself, it will malfunction, and it's not going to work the way this damn devil will intend it to work, man. Ultimately, man, Esau is set up to fail, right? That's what they are, and that's why the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, he's gonna send Yahushai to come back, to destroy this goddamn devil, because if not, man, he's just gonna destroy the whole earth.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's what he really want to do. That's how you know this nigga is evil. Who the fuck just want to put chips in people and basically try to have mind control of them, control them? That's how you know this nigga is evil, man. Yeah. This nigga betrayed. You see how he did the Messiah? If he do the first begotten son like they did, what you think they feel? They don't give a damn about the earth, the people in the world. They do the Messiah like that.
Bro, they don't give a damn about them damn selves, man. Like Herod, even in ancient Rome, man, if a Roman system, an Edomite Roman system, couldn't pay up, they were what? They were put into servitude, man, slavery, pretty much, man. Hell, they would even get beat, man. Like Esau don't even care about his own people like that, man. Like Esau
only for himself, man. So niggas that ain't used to shit, bro. When they start getting shit, they just Yeah, that's Esau. Just a nigga that never got nothing. You know, he was never. You know, he was just. He full of hatred, anger, jealousy.
Yeah, resentment.
Yeah, Esau just full of bullshit.
Yeah, he that spoiled child. He really is that spoiled kid, man. They ain't got shit, and now that ass beating's gonna come to him once Yahushua returns, right? Right. We gonna close it off with the book of Psalms chapter 2 verse 4, man. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will have them in derision, man. Meaning what? Let's get that word derision in the Strongs.
Bring it out.
La'og, to mock, ridicule, man. And again, jumping back to Isaiah 14 in verse 16. What did it say? They that see him shall never look upon him, look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth, that didn't shake the earth, that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, right? In the kingdom, man, they could be looking at this devil, right? This damn cave monkey, in chains and in damn raggedy clothes, man, and say, this was the motherfucker that used to rule over us, man. This is the one that tried to make us take the chip, that tried to make AI, a god or whatever. This nigga, nah. No. They're gonna laugh at him, man. This dude ain't shit, man, and that's what he's gonna go back to, man. Just being the base man of the earth, man, a piece of shit, and it's already being made manifest right now. This devil ain't shit, man. Even if he tries to make himself look good. All right. All right. And if you read further down, Slocky, I lost my positioning. Right here. All right, verse 17. That made the world into a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, and that opened not the house of his prisoners. Yeah. Jake still in prison, man. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory. Everyone in his own house, but thou art cast away, Slaki. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet, man. So yes. So no one's gonna give a shit about you devils, man. Once you motherfuckers go down. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned, man. Man, through, man, and this is what's going to happen. Verse 21: prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces with the cities, man. So when Yahushua gets back, man, and the elect, Lord willing, we be part of that number, the sincere laborers out there, and the sincere, believers and listeners, man, that's part of that remnant, right? Right, we gonna get to work on you, damn devils, man. And for I will rise up against them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of hosts, Sabaoth, meaning his armies, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, and the son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So Esau is gonna be cut off, man. He's not gonna be remembered after that 1,000-year servitude of slavery. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and the pools of water. I will sweep it with the best of all destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim of hosts, man. So so once Babylon gets done, is done, it gets done burning up. It's gonna be it's gonna be a desert, right? It's gonna be a habitation, for those desert creatures, man. So everything that Esau has built up is gonna come crumbling down as fast, faster than it was built up, man. And that just goes to show you the power of the Lord right there. So with that, we're gonna end off this lesson right there. This lesson went on a little too long than I hoped for, but with that, hope this lesson has been edifying, to you, Akib and Akwath. And with that, we have to say, Call Halal and Blah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahushai, Ba Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors and respect to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well and taught us his truth. We also like to say much love, peace, and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, your brother Salah.
Brother Sarah.
And with that, we just say shalom.
Shalom, shalom.